Aloha and welcome to pretty sure I look better and feel better than I did all those months ago. So I'm not sure if I made a video when I came back from Thailand or not. Thailand was great. There's a book called Map to Wholeness that talks about the hero's journey, and also I think the woman's name is Ross, and the hero's journey in Joseph Campbell is only part of the story. The other part of the story is the integration. And to be honest, I think that's what most people miss. That's what I didn't understand for so long during my experimentation and then later addiction. Uh, with psychedelic substances, they gave me peak experiences, or they gave me states. I had other experiences that could have been wake up calls, right? Hitting rock bottom and then rock bottom and then rock bottom and then rock bottom again and again and again. And so, where does that end? And it ends when you finally make a decision to change, and when you finally accept. And locking myself in that hotel room for a month and a half, 2 months, and then my friends came and I locked myself in again. That was that was my dismemberment. That was me. I had the peak experiences, and I needed to fall apart as a person. I needed to shed a ton of things. I needed to shed anger. I needed to shed guilt. I needed to shed shame. I needed to shed my repressed emotions. I mean, drinking and puking was me trying to puke up that guilt and shame. And I realized at the time, and it still is like, how much is in there? I don't know any other way to process it. Went to shaman, that helped to process it. Learned ceremonies, learned about grief, that helped to process it. Learned about IFS, that helped to process it. And what all of this is, I'm coming to realize, at least in my experience, that the whole of therapy is being able to make sense of a story for yourself, and being able to make sense of that story in a mind, body, spirit, holistic kind of way. It's not just here, you also have to feel it in your body. And your body vibration has to change in order for you to become a new person. So this morning I got up, did my baby shark ab exercises, did some dumbbell lifts, need to do a couple more, stretched out a little bit. Oh, not as much as I would. Not as much as I would if it were actually yoga. But I did get my body moving early. And since in Thailand I was about 160, the intermediate goal was 154, though I think more likely 152, given my current muscle mass, would be better. Maybe even 150 for showing my abs. So this morning, 158.2. I went through a period when I got back, and I've been back 3 weeks now, where it seemed that I gained a little bit of weight. And maybe I did due to hormone cycling. Uh, I was trying to, I was walking a lot, even though I couldn't surf and I haven't been climbing yet. And I was running. There are a couple days where I ran 12 miles or so. And that surprised me. So the first day, my first real run, I ran with Rob, my friend, on Saturday. We did 5.5, 6 miles up on the trails. And then the next day, somehow I did a walk run of 11 miles in 1:53 at about a 10:18, 10:19 pace. Surprised the heck out of me. The next weekend, the next week, I did a speed workout, and I think I skipped Thursday. My speed workout, I was doing a minute on, 30 seconds off, 30 seconds walk. And on my minute ons, some of my minutes were exceptionally fast. We're talking 7:30 even. You get a 6:55 and a 6:20 pace for a couple minutes, for a couple seconds. So it feels good to be able to run fast. Part of the running fast is just not being fat anymore. Losing 15 pounds, almost 20 basically, right? Which is what I need to do according to the fat percentage scale. Maybe even lose a little bit more than that. Yeah, so probably about 152, 150. Anyway, last weekend did 12 miles in a little over 2 hours, 2:02 or something like that. So a little bit faster, 10 something pace, and surprised myself again. I'm running the whole time. This week tried to run on Wednesday, didn't work. My left Achilles is tight because of my left hamstring. So this morning I also did some Muay Thai kicking. Hopefully that'll loosen it up. I do want to do a speed workout today, and then Sunday I want to get my 13 miles in, which is just crazy. And yeah, that at least 4, hopefully 3:30 marathon is in sight, because that's not until December. So I've been pretty physically active since I got back. The shoulder is not a rotator cuff tear, it's an AC joint sprain, and huge lesson in listening to your body, warming up, stretching, working opposing muscles versus just putting pressure on the shoulder the whole time, because apparently what this does, this creates an internal rotation challenge. So you have to work out these back muscles in order to pull the shoulder back and the rotator cuff joint back. Relationship going well with the girl. We're talking every day, which feels weird and also important in seeing what's possible, in seeing a connection with a beautiful and amazing person, and seeing I need to add more adjectives to my vocabulary, and seeing I'm reading Conversations with God now, book 1, and seeing myself in the relationship being a better person for me, being a better person for me even before the relationship, using the word relationship lightly, and how being that better me for the relationship . I can feel it. Like I can feel more that me being more compassionate and more loving and more open of myself and for myself radiates out to her. And being kind and loving and listening and compassionate in the direction of her, we can say for her too. You know, but it's not in order to receive her love back. It's, I want to do this regardless of how she feels about me. Which is a very different place to be in a relationship than earlier in my life. So, where everything that I did, and I knew this at the time, and it still didn't matter, me working out, me looking good, or whatever it was, for the person, for the mate, in whole and in part. It wasn't for me. But on camera, I'm going to choose a different card than ultimate potential, than strength, than the one with the orange, than the bicycle toad thing, and whatever is the other one. Only 5 cards that I keep drawing somehow out of a 44 card deck over and over and over again. You know what? This one, this one, this one, this one. Come on, I've gotten this one a million times too. Courage. I've gotten this one less, but still. Statistically, there's no way I'm getting these, let's say, 6 cards. Courage. No one is fearless. No one. But even though I am not fearless, I am courageous. When fear shows up, I don't run away from it. I use my courage to conquer it. My courage allows me to walk right up to that fear and kick it in the nuts. Then quickly hide behind someone bigger until it goes away. Maybe I've done that one twice. Anyway, life is good. I feel like Thailand was that last little, and I may have said this before in another video, I feel like it was that last little healing piece that I needed to call this new version of myself into existence. I feel like I'm in Ross's creativity and abundance phase. I'm going to start working on and start speaking from the position of a character versus myself on this channel. And I believe speaking from that character will help me ignite that creative flow and that creative force within inside me that needs to come out. And hopefully that persona will be a healing voice for others. And also because maybe I'm a little bit bored giving the video diaries like this. So, speed work today, schoolwork, meditation this evening, maybe any dance if I can stay awake. Big way to bed early. Ooh. We'll see. Yoga finishes at 7:30. It's already 6 in the morning. Yeah. Life is amazing. Going on 9 months sober. And I went to 3 a.m. meetings this week. So I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm doing, but the fellowship feels right, and the last 2 weeks, maybe it was hormones, maybe it was stress of getting back into things. I was eating more, and oh dear God, just learned yesterday an avocado, depending on the size, and probably I'm getting the big ones, has like 320 calories in it. So that's why I wasn't losing weight, or why I was gaining weight all those months. Avocados, eat them before they're gone. Better than the people who are eating poke, destroying the fish, I guess. But what was the end point? Oh, don't remember. Something about avocados. Oh, anyway, stress and eating more. And then Monday, I had a little bit of a breakdown. And didn't buy Domino's pizza though. Still didn't get drunk, and but I did. I did go eat a really crappy cauliflower pizza. Food is less and less a stress settler for me, but it's still there. So I am increasingly working on getting my stress out different ways, and but seeing the pattern was helpful, was the point of this, and unwinding that, and realizing that it comes up almost every month on an anniversary of my sobriety. So being aware of not just the triggers in your external world and internal world thought triggers, but also in hormonal and seasonal rhythms of life is exceptionally important. So yeah, take care of yourself. Be beautiful and amazing. Do work every day. Play the long game. I've started documenting my time daily now, and I have to go finish applying for a job when I get off this. So yeah, I know, and mental health, and also start working on my life coaching company. So much to do, so much beauty in the world. Aloha.